Because
That
it's
doesn't-
not their scheme.
But
Because
you
it's
don't.
not their scheme. Intricate, refined delicacy. Being a finesse team is not a bad thing. It's just the way that they are.
Because the Eagles' secondary was shambles. Did you watch the game?
Yeah, okay, good morning, afternoon, and evening. It's the guy you should believe in. Dropping heat like every season. Underdog like Willie Beeman.
So
Classic
welcome
like
in
Dom
week
Singing.
13.
Black
This was
like
a weird.
Brown.
I was on
This
a
was
call.
a great week of football.
It was
That's
a great
what
week
it
of
was.
football. I was on the phone with Travis yesterday and we were talking about it, and I was going through kind of playoff scenarios with him and like what this week means, like some of the playoff implications. And dude, this week was just riddled with different things that could happen with the playoffs. Hello? Zane's gone. It's just you and me, guys. All right, Zane's back.
All right, good start. Good start. Good start.
We're leaving it in. Basically, this week was riddled with playoff implications. That's the biggest thing. It was a great week of football too. So where do you want to start with recaps, or do you want to go ahead and just jump into you've got
I
to
want to start with my thing.
go ahead with your rant. I'm just going to sit back here. I brought snacks and I'm going to drink my coffee and you go ahead. All right.
Let me get ready.
Yeah. Go ahead. Where is yours?
So this week I lost, and I lost really badly. I let a comment get to me, and I let it get under my skin and in my head. And it happened this morning, and then it just wouldn't leave my head. I was at the gym, just like what did he say? I felt like Tom Brady. What did he say? What did they do? Oh, so today I put out a video where I said that the 49ers are a finesse team. Apparently, that's really bad. A lot of you are sitting there like, oh, that's what got to you? You said the 49ers. I don't know where this is going. I didn't know either. I thought that was fine. I didn't know that was an insult to the 49ers. Apparently it was. So the reason why we're doing it here is because I have a 1 comment per person limit because I'm a moron. So we're going to go through and I'm going to prove to you.
This was a team decision too. We took a vote on this for the best interest of our
we want people to come back is what they said. They want people to come back and not leave and hate us. Because I want this guy to come back. He had great things to say about the 49ers. He just for some reason thought that being a finesse team was a bad thing when talking about the 49ers. So we are going to define the word finesse. Using it as a noun, it is intricate, refined delicacy. If you use it as a verb, it is to do something in a subtle and delicate manner. I'm going to explain to you what a West Coast offense is. Per the internet, this is the definition that they gave me. A team that throws short, horizontal passing routes instead of run plays to stretch out defenses to open up the potential for long runs and passes.
Which is not completely true for the Niners, but go ahead.
So they run a West Coast offense.
They do.
The entire goal of a West Coast offense is to spread out the defense to set up a big run or a big pass.
That is true.
It's almost like they are doing something in a subtle or delicate way, in the way that they're setting up to make a big play. And I brought the stats. That's just all. Like, we don't have to, we could talk about versus the Eagles, how they played a finesse game against the Eagles. Shut up. So
leave that intro.
Mr. Debo Samuels. We want to talk about finesse, right? We want to talk about a team that can make moves. And like this guy, let's just go on a little ramble here. This guy said that they're like hard-hitting yak monsters. I agree with you. They are yak monsters, but that is yards after contact, not yards after being tackled by a D-line. Like Christian McCaffrey isn't Isaiah Pacheco out here acting like he's about to run into a brick wall every time he gets the ball, or Derrick Henry.
I disagree with that. But go ahead.
And do you disagree that they're not a finesse offense?
I don't disagree with that, but I do disagree with the fact that Christian McCaffrey is not running between the tackles, running through his face.
Oh, so when you describe him as a Derrick Henry and an Isaiah Pacheco. You put him in the same group?
I don't think Derrick Henry's in that group anymore, but I think that I would put him in that because he runs between the tackles and you can get him outside. So that's the only part I disagree with you about. But
no, because when you were to describe Christian McCaffrey, you would say he's a speed and agility back. He went and he ran he ran a 5-yard out and then hit it upfield for like 30 yards. Derrick Henry can't do that. Isaiah Pacheco's not doing that. Yes, I did. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why they're a finesse offense. Deebo Samuel had a fantastic game. Deebo Samuel had 4 receptions, 116 yards, and 2 TDs. You want to know the 2 TDs that he scored? The first one was a run reverse to where they faked it and then they gave it to Deebo on a jet sweep to the outside. The second one was a screen, and both of those were 45-yard plus runs, which just proves that they're a West Coast offense because they spread everybody out and then they run that play. They get that big one. By definition, the San Francisco 49ers are a finesse offense. I know I said team, but I'm going to be honest. When I said team, when I say team, who do you think of? You think of the offense or the defense? Unless you're the primetime Ravens, you think of the offense. It's just fact.
If you say team, I'm thinking of the team. But, I mean, you can still be a finesse offense and be physical, though.
I mean, the game of football is physical.
No, but you can be a West Coast offense and have finesse plays, but then, especially if you're a yards after catch team, like I was saying, like Christian McCaffrey is still running through face. Like he may not, like first contact may not be 5 yards, but after that point,
compare it to the rest of the NFL, right? Because we're talking about finesse, okay. And they're not finesse. So think about the opposite, right? They only scored twice within 10 yards last game, and one of them was a pass. They only had one within 10-yard run.
Though? Why is that their fault?
Again, being a finesse team is not a bad thing. It's just the way that they are. Maybe I should say clever. Maybe I should say smart. Maybe that doesn't sound as bad.
It's not that it sounds bad. It's that it's not true.
Why is it not true?
You can be a finesse team and you can still be a run through face team.
But that's not their identity because it's not the scheme they run. They don't run one play 3 times in a row with a running back, just throwing it down their throats. You know what they do?
Yeah, okay, the Falcons do that, and they're terrible. No one does that in the NFL. No one runs the same play 3 times in a row.
Yeah, but that's the opposite of finesse. Is it not the opposite of the definition of the word finesse?
Mm-hmm.
So they spread out the defense, they spread out the linebackers, and then they run most of their run plays up the middle. You want to know why? Because they spread out their linebackers. The way they run their offense is not, I'm going to do what I want. It is, I'm going to slowly push the defense out into the area, and then we're going to go where we've pushed you out. That is how they run their offense.
I disagree with that because I think that they are doing exactly what they want because of what they're doing. They spread you out because they have the weapons to spread you out. And then
that is a finesse offense.
Yeah, but you just said that they aren't like forcing their hand, and they do every play because
they don't. Okay, so you can't forcing somebody's hand is, hey, I'm at the 1-yard line. We're going goal line push to tush.
And push. They do. They send McCaffrey up between the tackles. If they're within 5 yards, it's McCaffrey between the tackles.
They had 1 rushing touchdown, and it wasn't in between the tackles.
Because the Eagles secondary was shambles. It was poverty today. Did you watch the game? I'm being serious.
I did watch the game.
I want to know if you watched the game.
I watched the game. And I agree.
Then what's your point?
Like I said,
Then what's your point? I'm sorry that the Niners didn't take a ground and pound fight. They didn't take another extra 10 minutes off the clock because the Eagles. My bad. They
You
should
realize you're agreeing with me? You're agreeing with me that they didn't ground and pound. Like I'm saying, why does everyone think being a finesse team is bad?
But why didn't they ground and pound? No, listen to me. You're making the case against yourself. Why did they not ground and pound today? Why have they not been a ground and pound team? Because they imposed their will in spreading you out.
Because they run a West Coast offense.
Right.
Their offensive scheme is to spread out the defense, not to run it down your throat every play.
Okay, so then let's look at all. Then when they're blowing you out, though, what do? They run McCaffrey between the tackles. They run McCaffrey between the tackles.
They're not a ground and pound team.
Because they don't have to be.
Because it's not their scheme. Because it's not their scheme.
But you don't have to be.
The offense is.
Okay.
No, the offense doesn't do that.
Okay, that's fine. That just because they don't do that, doesn't mean that they are only. Yes, you can be a finesse team, but you can also be a tough team. Christian McCaffrey is.
See, there we go again. Why does finesse mean they're not tough? The guy said they were yak monsters. I agree. They are run after contact.
Okay, so I don't get your point then. You guys are agreeing with it. You guys are agreeing with each other with different words.
No, we're not. Because he's saying that they are a smash mouth football team.
They are.
No, by design, they are.
Zane, listen. You can still be a smash mouth football team after the catch.
He literally said, talent doesn't mean finesse.
Okay, throw him out. You're talking to me now. Throw him out. You're talking to me now. You're talking to someone with an actual brain cell. Okay, you're talking to me now. You can be a finesse team and still be a smash mouth football team after the catch. Christian McCaffrey,
they are more of like their offense. The goal is to be a finesse team. That's why I'm saying they are a finesse team.
Great. They're still a smash mouth football team.
The argument is that they're not a finesse team. That was the argument. Okay, you agreed with me that they are a finesse team.
Yes, but they're also a smash mouth football team.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
They are. Christian McCaffrey is somebody goes for his legs, he moves past. Christian McCaffrey.
Bro, you're not watching the game. I'm just going to chalk it up to that. You're not watching the game. You're not watching Christian McCaffrey run. You're wild. You're crazy for that.
You're an idiot.
You're not watching the game.
You're an idiot if you think
Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuels, and George Kittle, Brandon Ayuk, all of them will run through a face.
All right, think about the most dominant wide receiver ever. Who is it?
You tell me, because I don't agree with what you say. Okay.
Is Megatron not the most dominant wide receiver ever?
Okay.
How did Megatron play? He goes deep, they throw it up. It doesn't matter. That is what dominating means. It doesn't matter what you do. They're going to do the same thing every time and they're going to win. Same thing with prime Derrick Henry. It was just like, okay,
what's different with that?
What?
What's different with that than Christian McCaffrey? Okay, Christian McCaffrey's first contact isn't until 5 yards. After that point, he will run through your face.
Because they're setting up for big plays like that. Right?
Okay. So what you're saying, no, we're just going to leave it at this. You're penalizing them because they're better than everybody else.
Penalizing them. You keep thinking that finesse is a bad thing. I'm just saying that's what they are.
I'm not.
Because you think I'm taking a deuce on them, and you think I'm taking a dump on them.
No, I'm saying you don't understand that you can be both. You can be a finesse football team and you can be a smash mouth football team after the catch. You can do both.
They're not compared to what an actual smash mouth compared to what an actual smash mouth football team is. They are not. They are more finesse than smash mouth.
Okay.
Because they only get to the point where they can make yards after contact because of their scheme of spreading out the defense and making them be in places they're not supposed to be.
So who's the smash mouth football team?
Smash mouth? Like I said, Derrick Henry. Prime Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry's ass.
Prime Derrick Henry, you dummy.
prime Derrick Henry. I'm talking about this
That's
year.
what we're comparing it to.
Why are we comparing
Because it's the
Derrick
NFL.
Henry? Why are we comparing Derrick Henry and Christian McCaffrey? They're completely different backs.
Oh no way. Are they? It's almost like they're different types of backs and they don't run the same way.
Yes, because oh my God. Derrick Henry is run to contact.
Yes.
Christian McCaffrey is not, but that doesn't mean he won't still run through your face and smash you in the mouth.
So smash mouth football isn't run to contact. What's more smash mouth football? Run the contact or
I don't
West
care.
Coast offense?
I don't care. If you're running through someone, at the end of the day, I don't care if it's first contact.
I'm not arguing that Christian McCaffrey can't run through someone. I'm arguing that he's on 80% of the plays. He's not Derrick Henry.
He's not running away from contact, though. That's what I'm saying.
He's not stiff arming a guy through the ground, right? So when I said that they are fit.
Sorry, he's not 6'4", 250, bro.
Yeah, because he's not the same. He's not a mouse guy.
Yeah, he's not 6'4", 250. So sorry, his first contact is after 5 yards, and then he'll still run through face. Derrick Henry can afford to go run to contact, and guess what? He broke down.
He is a run the contact back. He is a smash football back.
Okay.
That is what they are. The identity of the San Francisco offense is not smash mouth football.
I would disagree because they're running after the catch.
The greatest comparison is every single time it's 4th and 1 and the Eagles do the same play every 4th and 1 and you can't stop it. That's smash mouth.
Okay.
Throwing a screen after you set up throwing to the right side of the field for 3 plays and then throwing to the left side with a screen. It's not smash mouth.
Go watch, just go watch all the goal line. Just go watch the 49ers goal line tape and then come back and talk to me. That's all I'm going to say.
I watched this game.
And when they were on the goal line, what did they do? When they were on the goal line, what did they do?
A 2-yard pass and then a 2-yard run. What? It's a 2-yard pass and a 2-yard run. That's not smash mouth.
So if it was 2 for 2 run, if it was 2 for 2 run, then they would be.
If it is a up the A gap, both times, yes. Same play. No matter what's going to happen, we're going and you can't stop us. That's smash mouth. I can't say the words. That's smash mouth.
How did smash mouth work out for the Eagles?
Taking what the defense gives you is finesse, which is smart football. It's better football. I don't get why
I disagree with you. I disagree with you because I don't think sure. Okay.
Did you not hear the definition?
Yes,
of the scheme that they run.
Listen, I disagree with you. I don't think the Niners are taking what the defense gives them. I think I don't agree with that. You can have your definition of smash mouth and you can say they're not a smash mouth football team, but the Niners are not taking what the defense gives them. The Niners are commanding the field when they're on the offense.
They are setting up big plays.
Yeah, they're not taking what the defense gives them. You just contradicted yourself.
I said at the beginning that their entire offensive scheme is to set up big plays. And you just said the Niners are taking what they're given. They aren't taking what they're given. By definition.
All right, I'm done.
If they set up,
I'm done. Go watch the Niners goal line. Go watch
the Niners goal line. If they set up a screen on the left side of the field and the defense isn't there, the defense is in a bad position, they're technically taking what the defense gives them.
I'm done. Go watch the Niners goal line tape and
go watch the Eagles goal line tape.
It's out. This game was dog. They played like dog.
They
got beat. They got beat by Finesse. They got beat by Finesse.
Yes, they
got beat by Finesse because Finesse commanded the field.
That was my point.
You just said that they take what they give, what the Niners are taking what they're given. They don't.
By definition, if the Eagles
I'm done. I don't want to hear it again. I don't want to hear by definition. I'm done.
You're just like them.
It's because we're right.
This is why I can't post more than one time or comment more than one time.
Yes. It's 100% correct.
You guys are morons. Literally,
disagree with
they
I
score
disagree
a
with
45-yard run reverse and then a 45-yard.
Oh my God,
screen.
that's their fault for not being at goal line every other play because they actually know how to
Stop
move the ball
saying
down the
it's
field.
their fault. I'm not.
That's how
saying
you're
that they're
making it
bad.
sound. Oh my God, you're not. That's how you're making it sound because you keep saying 45 yards. It's not the Niners' fault that they're so good at offense that they can score from 45 yards away,
Why
and
are
the
they
Eagles
good at-
have to
why
get
are
it
they good
down.
at offense?
Listen to me.
Why? Yeah,
Shut
why
up.
are they good at offense?
Shut up.
West Coast offense.
I'm done.
Finesse setting up
I'm
plays.
done. I'm done. You're just
I'm
contradicting
I'm
yourself.
trying to
I'm
tell
done.
you guys what's
done. You're
like
just
like
contradicting
actual,
yourself.
I'm trying to tell you guys like actual like football facts of
Oh.
what the 49ers are doing and why they're so great. And you
Was
guys
this the
won't
first
listen.
game you've watched this year? Okay. All right. We're done. Moving on.
You know that's not true.
I know it's the truth.
I literally just got done watching the game.
Oh, wow. So that was the second game.
We
you watched
literally
this year.
watch games together.
I don't know what you're talking about.